Hey guys, Kayla here. So today we're going to be doing a prom makeup look. At least today we're going to do like a natural glam. So first I'm going to prime her face. I'm using a couple different primers today. I'm using the primer water. I had the Hangover RX from Too Faced. This is the NARS Pro Prime right now for her eyelids. And then I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Light. I like that one a little bit better than the original. So it's really important to prime the face just so the makeup stays on all day or all night, because you're going to be dancing the night away and you don't want your makeup like sliding around and coming off and all that. So it's really important to prime. So I'm priming her really well. You don't need to use this many primers. I was like a little excessive, but I'm just kind of showing you guys. And then right now I'm using a little bit of eye cream. This one's from First Aid Beauty. All the info will be down below. This one has like a little bit of like a pinky peachy tint to it, so it kind of helps with under the eyes. And that orange sponge that keeps popping up, that one's from Real Techniques, and that's kind of their version of the Beauty Blender, so you can totally get that instead of the Beauty Blender. I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel palette today. It's by BH Cosmetics. It's really, really nice, and I feel like it's really good for the price. I think it's like maybe like $13, $14 right now, which is insane because it comes with 4 highlighters and they're amazing. Even though I didn't use it in this video, I still really like them. Right now I'm just taking the transition color and blending it into her crease area. And I also took the cream color for her brow bone and all over. And that's a clean blending brush. You want to make sure everything's blended really nicely. You don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. So we're just going to keep blending and layering eyeshadows. I always layer just little by little because it's always easier to add than to take it off. And I just flicked some eyeshadow on her, so I'm just gonna take that off with the blender. And then right now I'm just continuing to layer the shadow. Almost all the shadows that I use on her are the matte shadows from the palette. I like that this palette has a lot of matte shadows. And I'm not doing her face just yet, just because I always like to do the eyes first, because I feel like you guys can even see that I always get fallout, even on myself, but more so when I do other people. So I always do the face later. And I'm just continuing to layer and make sure to blend. And okay, so right now I'm putting the darkest color in. That one's like a little bit shimmery, but not too much. Putting the darkest color, for me when I do eyeshadow, for most part, I like to put the darkest color on the outer corner and then work my way in. Okay, this color right here, that's by ColourPop. That one is Fringe. It's kind of like a gold silver color. It's kind of a weird texture too. I think looking back I would have applied it with my finger, but that's okay because right now I'm going to go into the Carli Bybel palette again and use one of the shimmery colors from there to go over it and kind of intensify it. But obviously you don't need to use both. That's really unnecessary. And then I'm just blending in, making sure to blend in the lid color. I don't know why I always do the lid color last, it's just how I like to do it. And then just making sure to deepen up the outer corner still. I kind of work all over, you guys will see in a bit. I work on the eyes and then I'll work on the face a little bit and then I'll work on the eyes again. Right now I'm putting on a black gel liner. This one's just from Maybelline. I really like this one. I use this one in my kit. And I'm just winging it out a little bit. And then our camera cut off, so I did the other eye. Now I'm putting on a little bit of concealer. I like to do concealer, foundation concealer. That's just like how I like to do it. That one is the Bare Minerals Serum Concealer. Like I'll have everything linked down below for sure, just because I can't really remember what exactly I use, and then I'll let you guys know what color I used on her too. So I'm just blending that in with the Real Techniques brush. And then this one's her foundation, and I really like this one. This is the HD Stick Foundation. It's like a cream, and it's really, really nice coverage, and it looks really good in photos. And I'm taking, I believe that's a Real Techniques like buffing brush. I can't remember, but I'm just taking that and then buffing it into her skin, making sure to blend it all in. And this one's pretty high coverage, so just don't go crazy with it. You can always add on more, it's not that big of a deal, but I usually add on like 1 stripe on the forehead, 1 on the nose, 1 on the chin, and then 2 on the cheeks. That's just what I like to do. And then if I have any other spots that I need to cover, I'll just go in again, like how I'm doing the neck right here. But sometimes I will go into like a certain area, but Elise really doesn't need it because she always has really nice skin and I'm jealous. So now I'm just blending it down the neck and making sure everything's really nicely blended. And then I'm going in with the same concealer again, and then I'm going under the eyes and highlighting. So I'm going down the nose, in the middle forehead, on the chin, and also I do the smile lines as well. And then I'm just gonna blend that in with the Real Techniques little sponge. I do like the Real Techniques one. I prefer the Beauty Blender, but this is Elise's sponge. You guys would have saw it in our last video, in the Milani video. So I decided to use that, and then she used my Beauty Blender on me just so it was a little easier on us. And then now I'm taking some Laura Mercier translucent powder on the damp, not Beauty Blender, Real Techniques sponge thing. I'm like losing my train of thought. And then I'm just putting it under her eyes just to set that, and I put some on her nose as well, and just the middle of her face. And now I'm taking a brush and putting it all over. I personally like to set everywhere. I know that's not everybody's preference, but I just feel like when I put everything else on top, like all the bronzers and the highlighters and blush and stuff, it's just way easier for me to blend on top of. So right now I'm going in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders, and I just put a little bit on the center of the face. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This one's a medium dark, and I'm just kind of bronzing up the skin just a little bit. And I love this bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers, and even I use the medium dark, even though I'm pretty pale, but I like the undertone of it. And then I'm wiping away the translucent powder I had under her eyes. I was like baking, but not really. I'm just kind of letting it sit there. And now I'm contouring with the Anastasia color in Fawn, I believe. I'll have to double check on that. And I'm just using a little contour brush and just lightly contouring her face. And then now I'm going into blush. I love this blush. It's by Too Faced. It's one of the Sweetheart blushes. It's like the peachy one. I forgot the name of it, but it'll definitely be down below. This blush looks so good on her. Oh, and then I'm taking a little bit more of the translucent powder and baking underneath. I'm going into her eyebrows just with the angle brush, and I'm using the like hot gel thingy from ColourPop and Bang & Brunette. I'm using like a super light hand because Elise uses this as well, like on the daily. And then mine came out a little different than how hers is. It's just, I just used a lot less, and I was just kind of blending it out a lot. So I'm putting that on her brows. And she has amazing brows to begin with. Mine are like definitely not that full and nice. And you should always, even for pictures, I always like to fill in the brows, even if someone doesn't really need it, just like a little bit, or even just put like a tinted brow gel. That would be really nice too, just to have like a little something on it. And now she's dancing because we were listening to some poppin' music. So I'm going in with some concealer and just a tiny little brush. I'm going in with the same concealer I used earlier, that Sarin concealer. And I'm going over, kind of carving out the brows a little bit. And then just kind of blending it out. So I'm going to take a like 217 type of brush and blend it out. Just to make sure there's no harsh lines, and it kind of acts like as a highlight too. So there's the brush. And then right now I just took a little bit of that darkest color that I used, or no, that's the transition shade, on her lower lash line, just so it's not bare under there. I always like to put a little bit of something on the lower lash line. And I'm taking off the bakage, and I'm putting on lashes. So these lashes are by Coco. I love Coco lashes. You can get them from Lady Moss. They have a store here in SoCal, but you can also buy them online. And I just used some dark House of Lashes glue. I like that glue a lot. And then the style of the lash is called Maryland, and it's actually like a double lash. Since I went so simple with like her eyes and stuff, I really like lashes. Lashes are my favorite part of makeup. So I decided to go with a little bit more of a dramatic lash, but you guys definitely don't even have to wear lashes. I always recommend that you do because it's my favorite thing, but you guys could totally go into something like the Ardell Demi Wispies or something like that. That would be really nice. But these are just like a little bit, well, a lot bit more, but they look really nice, and they're really full and they're really wispy looking. And I really like these because I have them myself as well. And then now we're having a dance party because she's about to glow up. I'm using a wisp from ColourPop. This one, I really like this highlight. It looks way better on Elise than it does on me. It's just like a tiny bit too dark on me, but I really like Spoon. And then I'm taking a lip liner. I believe this is Nude Pink from NYX, but I don't remember. It's either Nude Pink or Natural. I'm just lining her lips and she made me mess up, so that's what happened there. And I'm using Cerebella Cosmetics. I'm using their new lipstick in Wanderlust. This is one of my favorite colors. It's so pretty, and it's one of those colors that like anybody could wear it. I'm in love with these lipsticks. They are vegan, and I haven't really been putting down any of their lipsticks. I've been wearing them pretty much all the time, and Elise really likes them too. We also have a coupon code, so we'll leave it down below. And now I'm gonna go into the eyes again. I'm going with that darker color just to make sure to emphasize, because once I see the whole picture, I can kind of tweak things if I think something needs to be blended and all that. And I'm going into the lightest shade and a little bit of the shimmery shade from the palette and putting on the inner corner so she has a little bit of highlight there to open up the eyes a little bit more. And I just blended a little bit with that queen brush. And I'm blending a little bit more with the highlight brush, and her highlight is on point. So now I'm just spraying her with a little bit of Fix Plus because she loves Fix Plus. And that's about it. So here is the finished look. Please let us know what you think down below. Let us know if you guys are going to prom and if you guys want to try out this look. Just make sure you practice a couple times before, and I'm sure you'll get it perfect. So we will see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and yeah, so we'll just see you guys soon.